Your viewpoint shapes your reality. The question is, how does perspective really shape our lives? Two people stand before a glass of water filled to the halfway mark. One person sees the glass as half full, the other as half empty. Same glass, same amount of water, but two entirely different viewpoints. Now, why is that? It's all about perspective. Let's look at Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. This verse sets the foundation for our discussion. The assurance that everything is working for our good, even in the face of adversity. There is a divine purpose at work. Perspective is how we interpret what we see, hear, feel, and experience. It's the lens through which we view the world. Our perspective is shaped by our past experiences, our beliefs, our values, and even our mood at any given moment. Influences how we process information, make decisions, and ultimately construct our reality. One person may see a challenge as an insurmountable obstacle, a roadblock. Another may view that same challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. The situation hasn't changed, but the perspective has. And that shift in perspective can make all the difference. It's like the tale of David and Goliath. To the Israelites, Goliath was an unbeatable giant, a symbol of fear. But to David, he was just another enemy to be defeated. David's perspective turned a seemingly impossible situation into a victory. And that's the power of perspective. It can transform trials into triumphs, problems into possibilities. It can turn a setback into a setup for a comeback. Not only can it shape how we view the world, but also how they respond to challenges, setbacks, and triumphs. The power of perspective lies in its ability to shift our perception, to change how we view our circumstances, and ultimately to change our reality. Perspective is a choice. We have the power to choose how we view our experiences. We can choose to see the positive, the opportunity, the lesson in every situation. So, perspective is not about what you look at, but how you look at it. Proverbs 3 verse 5-6 guides us. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Trusting God's plan is an essential part of maintaining a positive perspective. Imagine a world where every circumstance, every obstacle, every victory, and every setback isn't perceived as mere happenstance, but rather as a purposeful stepping stone, leading us towards a greater purpose. Christianity encourages us to adopt this perspective, one that transforms our understanding of the world around us and the situations we encounter. James 1:2 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." James encourages believers to embrace joy, even in the midst of trials. It's a radical shift in perspective, not finding joy despite challenges, but precisely because of them. It challenges us to approach difficulties with a mindset that sees purpose, growth, and ultimately joy in the midst of life's challenges. Imagine the strength we could draw from such a perspective. Every setback would become an opportunity for growth, every challenge a chance to strengthen our faith, and every triumph a testament to God's grace. This is the power of perspective in a believer's life. Consider the story of Job, a man who, despite losing everything, maintained his faith in God. His perspective wasn't rooted in his circumstances, but in his unwavering belief in God's purpose for his life. By viewing his trials as stepping stones, Job was able to withstand great hardship and emerge stronger in his faith. But perspective is more than just seeing the good in every situation. It's about recognizing God's hand at work in our lives, trusting in his plan, and understanding that our journey on this earth is part of a larger, divine narrative. This shift in perspective can be liberating. It frees us from the chains of worry, doubt, and fear, and empowers us to embrace life's challenges with faith and courage. It allows us to see beyond the temporary and focus on the eternal, giving us a sense of purpose and hope. In essence, your perspective can either be your power or your prison. Choose to see the world through the lens of faith, and you'll find that even the most challenging situations will become stepping stones to a greater purpose. Now, you might wonder, how does shifting our mindset like this help? Let's delve into that. Imagine for a moment you're standing in the middle of a forest. All around you are towering trees and dense fog, and the path ahead seems unclear. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, isn't it? But now, imagine if you could suddenly soar above the treetops, gaining a bird's eye view of the entire forest. From this vantage point, the path becomes clear and the forest less intimidating. That's the power of shifting perspective. When we alter our viewpoint, we unlock a myriad of benefits, not least of which is increased resilience. In life, we're bound to face trials and tribulations, but by viewing these not as obstacles but stepping stones towards our ultimate goal, we cultivate resilience. We become like the palm tree, bending in the face of the storm but never breaking. Shifting our perspective can work wonders for mental health. When we choose to see the silver lining in every cloud, we foster positivity, reducing stress and anxiety. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Philippians, encourages us to dwell on whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. By aligning our thoughts with these virtues, we improve our mental well-being. A shift in perspective also sharpens our problem-solving skills. Instead of viewing problems as insurmountable walls, we see them as puzzles to be solved, challenges to be overcome. This outlook motivates us to seek creative solutions, to turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Jeremiah 33:3 leads us to reach out to God. It says, "Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and mighty things you do not know." This verse is a divine invitation to engage in prayer and communication with God. By calling out to Him, we are promised not only answers but insights into profound and mysterious aspects of life that may be beyond our current understanding. It encourages a deep and personal connection with God, assuring us that divine wisdom and revelations await those who earnestly seek Him. It serves as a source of comfort, guidance, and the promise of a deeper spiritual understanding for those who turn to God in prayer and faith. Lastly, by shifting our perspective, we can turn challenges into opportunities. The road to achieving our ultimate goal may be strewn with obstacles, but each one offers a chance to learn and elevate. Remember Joseph in the Bible? He chose to see his trials as part of a larger plan, and ultimately he was elevated to a position of great influence and power. Remember, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's time to reflect. How do you see your world? Is it filled with obstacles, or do you see opportunities? Are there walls blocking your path, or do you see doors waiting to be opened? It's not about what you face, but how you view it. A shift in perspective can turn a problem into a solution, a setback into a comeback. Consider your perspective. Could there be a benefit in seeing things differently? Could that challenge you're facing be just a stepping stone towards your ultimate goal? Share your experiences in the comments. It could potentially help to motivate someone else. Have you encountered a situation where a change in viewpoint opened up new possibilities? Your perspective is your reality. So, choose to see the good in every situation. Every situation is an opportunity for growth. Keep stepping forward, stay positive, and trust that everything is working for your good. Until next time.